This is a dumb idea for a video, but can you use a regular dehumidifier in a car to dehumidify it? If you're like us, you probably get this problem of the windows misting up every morning. So you flip on the demisters and it kind of clears it after about 10 minutes. But it doesn't really seem to get to the problem. Surely there must be moisture in the car that's doing this, that the demisters don't actually remove. In our car, I actually emptied my water bottle into the passenger seat. That's a lovely ADHD dad moment. So I don't think that has helped. And you would think that the summertime dries out the car properly, but I'm not so sure that it does. So that's why I'm doing the experiment today. You know, the sensible thing to do would be use something like this. It's a MeacoDry Arete 2 dehumidifier and air purifier, but we don't do sensible on this channel. That is why I'm going to use this Meaco ARETE One 18 litre dehumidifier and air purifier. Why not bring out the big guns? It's exactly 11 o'clock and I'm putting it into the back of our fairly regular Ford Kuga car. I'm going to put this on for a certain number of hours and we're going to measure how many litres of liquid this beast takes out of our other beast. It's a bit of a battle between car versus dehumidifier. I think probably the biggest challenge is getting power into the car to power the dehumidifier while it's in there. My dad got me this power thing. It's a plug that measures the power that you use. So if I put it on and then switch it on, I might be able to measure the power that it uses to dehumidify it. So I'll try and measure how long, how much power it's used and how many litres or pints of water it removes from the car. So let's pack this up. I don't know if this is going to work. I think if I put the wire down the side and then close the door really gently, really carefully. And I must remember to remove this tape as well before we do this, don't let me forget. Okay, so let's leave this to do its business now and I'll do a time jump. Let's give this a try. Okay, it's now 2:30. Slight problem with the experiment. The family need the car. So this has been going for 3.5 hours now. Let's see how much water we've collected. The humidity now is 52. Let me turn it off and see how much liquid. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there is some liquid in there. I won't measure it yet. What I'll do is let the car do its thing with the family and then put it back on when the car comes back and see how much liquid I can do in some more hours. The power usage so far is, it's used 0.1 of a kilowatt hour, so 100 watts. In what, 3.5 hours? That's really interesting. So let's take this out of the car now and try and do some more dehumidifying a bit later. And thankfully I've managed to remember to take the tape off the number plate, so that's a win. It's now 2 hours later and the car's back, so it's 4:30. Let's get it back into the car. I need the keys. Let's get it back into the car and settled in and all plugged back in again to the extension lead. And I'll turn it on, but I am going to show you what the humidity reading is. I have to get into the car, I think, to do this. It takes about 10 minutes to settle down to a good reading of the humidity. Now I wish I had done this earlier because the car's been out for 2 hours, but I thought you might like to see what the humidity readings are inside our car anyway. Now you can't actually see this, but it does actually read 60%, and it's going to be affected by me being in here, and also the dehumidifier puts out its own heat as well, so that affects the heat in the car, which will affect the humidity in the car. They say that these types of dehumidifiers aren't very efficient under 10 degrees centigrade. So it's probably a good thing that the dehumidifier is in here warming the car up to help it become more efficient, if that makes sense. It's also really, really calm white noise in a completely soundproof environment. I think I might spend some more time here. Shall I wait here for the next few hours? No. We'll do a time jump and see how much liquid it's extracting from the air in the car. It is 5 hours later and we are in one of the biggest storms of the year. It's just moving in, so I better get the dehumidifier out of the car and we can measure how much it's collected. Whoa. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the humidity in the car at the end here was at about 55% relative humidity. I've now got the Arete One dehumidifier back in the warm. Let's take out the water baskets and see how much is going to come out. Oh, and by the way, let's check how much electricity we've used in those 9 hours. It has used 0.9 kilowatt hours, so it's nearly 1 kilowatt hour for those 9 hours. So I'm now going to empty this into my pint pot, my litre jug. Let's see how much. Oh no, it's coming out. Oh, it's coming out both ends. Hang on. This isn't going to be the most accurate experiment at all. Oh no, it's really falling out. Hang on, let's do it this way. There are 2 holes in the water basket, so we just have to kind of round it up. It says 400 millilitres, which is about 16 fluid ounces, nearly half a litre because I lost some down the other hole, which is about 14 fluid ounces. So in 9 hours, it's taken out from the car, completely removed, nearly half a litre of water. So that's, it's a lot less than I thought it would be, but I guess it's a lot more than we would have removed anyway. I think there are a few things that have come into play here. The first is that it's a really cold day and it was quite warm in the car, but it wasn't super warm. So I think it's going to take longer to fully draw out all the water from the car at the lower temperature. So if I run it for a few days, like I'm going to do that, obviously I would get more water out. It might be worth me doing this in the summer and then we'll compare the 2 videos. It cost about 25 pence in British pounds, so it's about 18 cents in US dollars if you're watching from outside the UK. You know, for 25p for a 9-hour experiment to remove half a litre of water from the car interior, I'm just on the side of calling this a Dad Delivers success. What do you think? Is this something that you might try in your car? Is it worth me trying it again in the summer? Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up or the subscribe button. It really helps me to keep this channel going. And right here is what YouTube knows you are going to love watching next.
Can you please help my daddy get 10,000 subscribers? Just click on his face. Thanks, bye! Alright, this is going to be the proper one, right?